So what is the difference between a high kicking tee like the RB Vortex High Cut, 112 millimeters, made and designed in New Zealand, or a low kicking tee like the RB Wolf? This thing here, the top of the teeth is only 46 millimeters and holds the ball really low to the ground. Made and designed in New Zealand also. No matter what kicking tee you use, the outcome of goal kicking and going down to the field and getting organized, pumping up your balls, driving to the field, walking to the field, chucking them over your shoulder, walking, biking down to the field, the reason that you're turning up is to enjoy your session. The reason why we play rugby is to enjoy our rugby. The reason that we love goal kicking is, yes, a bit of pressure and coping with that and the thrill of the ball going between the posts. There is nothing more contagious and infectious than that feeling of slotting a kick with a whole sideline of people watching you. It is addicting, but the reason that we do it is so that we can enjoy it. So whatever kicking tee you use, you need to experiment. I want you to try not just the Rugby Bricks tees, but try all the kicking tees on the market. Put your shoe down, put a field cone, put a Coke bottle cut in half. I want you to experiment with everything you can to find the kicking tee that makes kicking more enjoyable for yourself. When you're down at the field and it's windy and it's raining, there's no one else there, and you've just gone and got all your balls and you've carried them back, you want something that you can use that makes your session more enjoyable, that you know you can get a nice strike, you can actually get the ball up in the air, and your misses aren't these big rogue miss hits that look like ugly ducks flying through the air and not even getting off the ground. You want a kicking tee that you can have a lot of fun with and enjoy your goal kicking sessions, which means you're going to turn up week in, week out, day after day, get through the reps, get through the craft that's required as a goal kicker to actually have a kicking technique that'll stand up under pressure in the big moments. As I was coming through the age grades and through the academy systems, a lot of kickers were using a low kicking tee, mainly because guys like Johnny Wilkinson and Dan Carter's and all the professionals we were watching all use low kicking tees. As of late, the world's gone more to a high kicking tee, and I think us rugby players, we like to copy things. Everyone copies techniques. We all want to swing the club like Tiger Woods or Rory McIlroy. We all want to shoot the ball like Steph Curry. Humans, we all like to copy the pros and what they're doing. At the moment, a lot of kickers are using a higher kicking tee. What I would say is if you're just starting out, get your hands on a couple of different heights so that you can experiment and try out. If you just start on a high kicking tee, you can never get a nice strike and it's frustrating and you just stick with it. That is not smart. If you just get a low kicking tee and you just are like, I can't even get this thing off the ground or even over the crossbar, that is silly. So get a couple of different heights of kicking tee. Again, try everything that you can get your hands on and see which you can actually get the ball in the air and a little bit consistent. You're not having these big misses. So find a couple of kicking tees, have some fun, and see what you can get the best strike of. Of recent times, there's been a lot more higher kicking tees than low kicking tees used. And then some people are saying that high tees are less accurate than low tees. Well, Andre Pollard is probably a good example that a high kicking tee works and is extremely accurate. It's the kicker that is accurate. It is your technique, your consistency of everything you do with your body. The kicking tee and the actual kick part is a very small percentage of goal kicking. There is so many things you can get right. I often say in the 10 pillars of goal kicking, there is 6 things that you can get right. Tick 100% before you've even touched the ball, and they are mindset, your ball setup, your long target, your approach, your plant foot, and your rodeo arm. Those are 6 things that you can get 100% right before you've even made contact with the ball. So yep, your kicking tee is a big part of it, and in this video I'm talking about having enjoyable goal kicking sessions, but there's no such thing as an inaccurate goal kicking tee. There's just a tee that doesn't suit you. So keep experimenting. Back to the video. If you've already tested a few kicking tees and you're a little bit further down the path, you can't be changing your technique every week. This video is where I talk about why you can't make changes week in, week out, because you'll never get any consistency or build a bulletproof technique. And I also offer a full 10 pillar of goal kicking review where I'll break down your technique. All I need is a front on, side on, and a back view from your iPhone or whatever phone you've got. Send it over. I'll do a full review of your goal kicking technique, your ball setup, your approach, your rodeo arm, plant foot, kicking foot, compression, momentum, follow through, stay in the kick. I'll come back with a full review of your kicking technique. And if you just want something quick and easy, I can do a 60-second one-clip review where I'll give you a couple of key points and some resources to have a look at.